Hello, everybody. Hello, my name is Carly. I'm going to be doing some yoga with you today. We'll just give it another minute or two for people to hop on. I'll start to go through what we'll be working on today. Today's practice will be just a quick 30-minute Vinyasa flow. It will be meant to build stability, strength, flexibility, and endurance, both mental and physical. Today's practice will be for all levels of yogis. Anyone is welcome. Very limited props. All you really need is a mat, or if you have a carpeted area, that could work too. And I'm not going to be playing any music on my end due to some copyright violations, but you are more than welcome to play some gentle or upbeat music on your end. So go ahead and start to collect your mat, maybe a block if you really want to use one. But none of that is required. It's just optional. You can go ahead and start to make your way onto your mat. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Maybe come into a cross-legged position if that's available to you. Take a minute to just arrive on your mat. Let go of anything you might be holding on to from prior to this class. Let go of any thoughts, any focus, any attention on anything else. And just start to become more aware of your breathing. Maybe go ahead and place one hand on the belly and another hand on the heart. Elongate the spine as if someone is pulling a string from the tip of your crown of your head to the ceiling. Blink the eyes closed and do a deep inhale. Feel your lungs and belly expand. And exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Go ahead and do that again. Inhale, feel the belly, the rib cage, the chest expand. Exhale it all out through the mouth. Seal the lips and start to match your inhalations with your exhalations. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You can blink the eyes open, and remember, if your mind starts to wander throughout the class, just observe your thought process and guide it back to the breath. You can let the hands go by the sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the right hand behind you. The left hand finds the right knee. Twist a little bit deeper and look over your right shoulder to the wall or area behind you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the left arm behind you. The right hand finds the left knee. Twist a bit deeper and look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center, straight arms up. And exhale, fold forward, walk those hands out and drop the head. Try to keep your sits bones planted on your mat. Inhale, walking the hands back to center. Extend the legs out long in front of you. Flex the feet. If you need to put a bit of a bend in the knees, that's completely fine. And see if you can get that spine super long and straight. Inhale, arms up all the way. Exhale, keeping the back straight, start to fold forward. At the last minute, when you feel any rounding in the back, drop the hands. Maybe they reach the ankles, maybe they reach the shins, maybe you can touch your toes. It doesn't really matter as long as your back is as straight as possible. Inhale here, and exhale, drop it a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, walk the hands back in towards the body. Bend the right knee, plant the sole of the right foot on the outside of the left leg, which is still straight. So you come into this cross leg position. Reach that right hand behind you, fingertips find the floor. Inhale that left arm up straight. Exhale, twist to the right, bring the left elbow on the outside of that bent right knee. This is half Lord of the Fishes pose. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Twisting can bring up a lot of different emotions for people. It's really normal to feel frustrated or energized. Just become aware of what this twist might release in you. Unwrap your top half. Extend the right leg long. Shake it out. Bend the left knee and bring the sole of the left foot on the outside of the right leg, which is still elongated. Bring the left arm behind you, fingertips find the floor. Inhale that right arm to sky, twist to the left and bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Twist a little bit deeper and then bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Unwind your top half. Extend that left leg long and shake it out. Shift your weight from one side or the other. Bend the knees and come onto a tabletop position at the front of your mat. Plant your palms firmly into the mat. The knees are directly underneath the hips and the wrists are directly under the shoulders. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back and bring the gaze up. Exhale, round the back, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, open the chest, lift the gaze, arch the back, cow pose. Exhale, arch the back, push the earth away, bring the chin to the chest, cat pose. 3 more rounds of cat-cow flow at your own pace. Inhaling on the arch. Exhaling on the round. Again, see if you can keep the lips sealed. Inhaling and exhaling both through the nose. Inhale once more. Cow pose. Exhale to cat, round back. And on your next inhale, find a neutral spine. Push through the earth with your left palm. Keep your hips parallel to one another. As you inhale, that right arm up to sky. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the space you've created and bring the right side of the face to the mat. Option to stay here or wrap that left arm around your back and into the right hip crease. you're bound, unwind. Bring that left palm to the mat. Inhale once again, right arm to sky. Exhale, right hand to ground. Planting that right palm into the mat. Inhaling that left arm to sky. Again, hips are parallel. You're not opening all the way up here. Exhale, thread the left arm through, bringing the left side of the face to the mat. If you went for a bind on the other side, go ahead and wrap that right arm around now. Inhaling here. And exhale, release. Undoing the bind, bringing that right palm to the mat, and inhaling that left arm to sky once again. Exhaling, left palm down. Bring the right foot behind you. Bring the left foot behind you, so you are in an upper body, high plank, pushing the earth away from you. The shoulders aren't scrunched up by the ears, they're down and back. Your back is not lifted or rounded, and it's not hanging low. It's completely one straight line. Use your core here. Make sure to engage it. You can either stay here, option to drop the knees and bring the palms out a little bit further for a modified version. Or if you're in high plank, experiment with coming down onto forearms, coming into forearm plank. When you make these transitions, we'll be going up and down a couple of times. Try not to sway the body back and forth a lot. So pressing down through the left forearm, bring the right palm to the mat and push yourself back up into high plank. Coming down on the opposite forearm first this time, lowering down to forearm plank. Pushing through the left palm, lift yourself back up to high plank. And then lower to forearm. Wherever you are, come to forearm plank at this time if it's available to you. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly walk the tippy toes in towards your body, coming into dolphin pose, which is essentially just a downward dog on your forearms. Either stay here or experiment with lifting the right leg straight, foot is flexed or pointed, and then lowering it. Inhale that left leg straight, and then lower. Right leg one more time if it's in you. Lower, and left leg straight up, and lower. Walk those toes back until you come all the way onto your belly. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Grab hold of the mat with your palms, so push into the mat with all 10 fingertips in your palms and almost drag the mat back towards the body. It won't actually move, but your chest will open wide, your shoulders will come back. Lift the gaze, inhale, Sphinx pose. On your next exhale, come all the way down onto the mat, bringing the side of the face to the mat. Palms can come down by your sides. They face the ground. Placing the tops of the feet into the mat, pressing hard. Lift that gaze to the front of your mat, so the front edge of your mat, be looking there. Lift the head. Lift the right palm and then the left palm. Lift the right foot and the left foot. Internally rotate the toes so that the knees are facing down towards the ground. Inhale, come a little bit higher. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hold. Inhale once more, get a little bit higher. And exhale, release it down. Maybe bringing the opposite side of the face to the mat. Rock those hips from side to side. You can either do, actually yeah, let's just all do locust pose, what we just did, one more time. So first lift the gaze towards the front of the mat, lift the chest, lift the right palm and then the left palm. Right foot, left foot. Knees are high up off the ground. And your legs are not splaying out to the side, they're parallel to one another. Inhale, get a little bit higher. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold here. And exhale, hold. We're going to do this one more time. Tense up every single muscle in the body, even the face. Inhale higher. And exhale, release it down. Well done. Rocking the hips from side to side. When you're ready, press the palms into the mat. Lift yourself back. Bring the knees as wide as the mat's edges. Toes come together. And push yourself back into a child's pose. Wide-legged child's pose. Bring the forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, coming back to tabletop just for a beat, tucking the toes underneath, lifting the hips up and back to downward facing dog. The heels start to make their way towards the mat. It's completely fine if they do not touch the mat. Maybe walk out the dog a little bit here. Shoulders are rounding down and back. Hips are high. Inhale that right leg to sky. Bend the knee. Step it through the hands. Rotate that back foot down. Inhale, arms up to warrior one. Come a little bit deeper on that right leg. The right knee is bent about 90 degrees. Arms are strong and straight up by your ears. The back foot is not completely perpendicular to the front. The toes are at diagonal just a little bit to the left corner of the front room. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot. Step it back, come into a high plank, still on the same exhale, releasing yourself down all the way to the ground, untucking the toes, lifting the chest, inhale. Hands are by the ribs, but putting almost no weight into the wrists. Cobra pose, baby cobra. Exhale, push yourself back, tuck the toes, lift the hips, push them back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Step that left foot through. Rotate that back foot down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one on the left side. Inhale here. Exhale a little bit lower. Again, a 90-degree angle in the front leg. Back leg is strong and straight. Hips are facing forward. Shoulders are rounding down the back. Exhale, frame the foot, step it back. Chaturanga. You can always skip a push-up and go right to downward dog. If you're inhaling, rise up to upward facing dog. Knees are lifted off the ground. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On the next inhale, bend the knees, look forward towards the front of your mat, and lightly hop to the front. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold it forward. Letting your head fall heavy. Don't hold any tension in the neck area. You can put a slight bend in the knees if you need to. Maybe go ahead and grab hold of opposite elbows and sway back and forth just for a minute. Putting more weight in the balls of the feet than the heels. Release your hold on your elbows and slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time until you come into a standing posture. The shoulders are rolling down your back, palms face forward. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, back arches. Exhale, fold it through. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, chaturanga. So always option to take or leave the push-up. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back, hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg comes straight up to sky. Exhale, bend the knee, step it through. Rotate the back foot down, flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Hips are facing forward. On your next exhale, bring the palms to the ground, framing the front foot. Step that foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, come up to upward dog. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg straight up to sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step that left foot through, rotate that back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one on the left leg. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Inhale, arms are straight, shoulders are down. On your next exhale, frame the front foot, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Option to either stay here, come into a child's pose for a rest, or for our last round, speed it up just a little bit. Inhale the right leg to sky. Exhale, step that foot through, rotate the back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, frame the front foot, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg straight up to sky. Exhale, bend the knee, step that left foot through, rotate that back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, frame that front foot, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Well done. On your next inhale, wherever you are, look forward, bend the knees, and then lightly hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, forward fold, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold it forward. Put a bend in the right knee. Place the left hand on the ground if it's available to you. Otherwise, don't worry about it, just hang. Reach that right arm up to the sky, twisting slightly here. Maybe bring the gaze up to the ceiling. Bring that right hand down to the ground. Straighten that right leg if possible. Bend the left knee and extend the left arm straight up. Twisting a little bit here. Bringing that left hand down, straighten both legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms together, Samatisi. Exhale here. Bring the feet to about hip widths distant apart. Inhale, find chair pose. Arms are straight up, in line with the ears. Shoulders are down. Your weight is in your heels. You could almost lift your toes up off the ground. Careful not to put such an arch in the back like so. Your sits bones should be tucked under and your back should be pretty much straight. Inhale here. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, palms together, twist to the right, bringing the left elbow outside of the right knee. Careful not to have that left knee come forward. They should be in line with one another. On your next exhale, come to center. Hold it. Inhale here. You can do it. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing the right elbow outside of the left knee. Inhaling back to center, hold. Exhale here, come a little lower, you can do it. And inhale, stand it up, shake it out. Coming into tree pose, pushing down through the left foot. Get really strong and sturdy in that left leg. Kickstand that right foot onto the left ankle, or bring it to the shin. Maybe guide your right foot all the way up to your left inner thigh. Just avoid the knee. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Hips are facing forward, and breathe here. If you want to challenge your balance today, maybe lift the arms up to the sky. If you're feeling super balanced, you can go ahead and play with bringing the palms together. Releasing the hands back down. Bring the knee out in front of you. Extend that right leg long, flexing the foot. Try not to have the right hip lift up super high. Inhale, bring it a little bit higher. And exhale, bring it down to the side. Shake it out. Planting that right sole of the foot firmly into the ground. Imagine that right leg becomes super strong and straight. Bring the left foot to a kickstand, either on the heel, the ankle of the right foot. Bring it to the shin, or maybe, as with on the other side, bring the left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Just avoid the knee. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Hips are parallel, facing forward. Again, maybe experiment with raising the arms up. If you played with bringing the palms together on the opposite side, go ahead and try it on this side too. Notice if one side feels a lot more balanced than the other. That's often the case. Inhale here. If you're struggling with balance, maybe find a non-moving point, either on the ground or a wall in front of you. Maybe it's your phone or computer. Exhale the arms up, down by the sides. Bring that left knee out in front of you. Extend the left leg strong, trying to keep the hips in line with one another. Inhale, bring it up just a little bit. And exhale, bring it down to meet the left. Shake it out. Bringing the feet a little bit wider. Your toes are pointing out towards the sides, as if you're going to come into a sumo squat. Inhale, the arms up, palms meet. Exhale, drop it down. Coming all the way down, play with your positioning. Maybe you need to bring the feet a little bit closer or further. Feet are still pointing out to the sides a bit diagonally. Malasana, yogi squat. The aim of the game here is to keep the back as straight as possible. So if you need to get a little bit higher, put something under your heels, that might help. Inhale here. And exhale, straighten out through the spine, through the crown of the head. Inhale once more. And exhale, roll back, coming onto your sits bones. Extend the legs out long in front of you. Feet are flexed. Bring the palms to face one another. Arms are long and straight in front of you. Lengthen the back. Start to curve the back as you find the ground, one vertebrae at a time, but use your core to lower down. Don't let yourself drop at the end here. Once you've found your way onto your back, hug first the right knee into the chest and then the left. Go ahead and grab hold of the outsides of the feet if they're available to you. Otherwise, go ahead and grab onto the backs of the knees. Make sure your sacrum, your lower back, is planted into the mat as you rock side to side, giving your low back a bit of a massage. Bringing the knees together, hugging them into the chest. Bring the forehead up towards the knees. Squeeze every muscle in the body, including your face. Scrunch it up, get tight, and relax everything down onto the ground. Let the feet fall apart from one another. Let the palms face the ceiling. Letting go of any focus on the breath. Let any thoughts come into your mind. No need to control what your mind is doing. Start to relax the body deeper, feeling the points of your body that are touching the mat. Feel your hips and your upper back and the back of your head start to melt into the floor. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Blink the eyes closed. Let go of any tension underneath the eyes or in between the eyebrows. Let yourself fall into a restful Shavasana. I recommend staying here for the next 10 or so minutes. Give yourself a thank you for showing up today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.